Renanim, ¿cómo está? And hello. Welcome back to another episode of Grace Daily. Thank you for joining us today. This is hosted by Grace International Baptist Church here in Chuuk, Micronesia. Glad to have you joining us. As we have been focusing on this next to last passage in Philippians, we'll be looking at Philippians chapter 4, verses 10 through 20 this coming Sunday. Today, I would like us to hone in and briefly look at verse 17. Paul says this, "Not that I desired a gift, but I desire fruit, that it would abound to your account." One thing that we are not in danger of running out of here in Chuuk is bananas. Everywhere you look, there's bananas, and then more bananas, and even more bananas. There's not a season for them, they're just always there. With breadfruit, with mango, with taro, we always have the seasons. But with bananas, you just don't run out. They're always available at the market. And they're always growing. I can never get over the fact of how huge some of these bunches of bananas can really get. Paul uses this illustration today of fruit. And we have to back up real quick and remember, Paul is coming to a close in his letter. And so many of our themes this week are going to sound a lot alike. Because as Paul wraps up, he's giving one central theme. Thank you for your help. I'm really grateful. And this is how we should be acting towards other Christians. And so Paul is talking about this gift that they had given to him. Epaphroditus had come, and that was a gift. They sent Paul money, and that was a blessing because he needed it. And so now Paul is letting them know, look, I'm really grateful for the gift. Like, as we talked about yesterday, you've done well, and that you have abounded, that you have communicated with me in my affliction, come alongside of me and helped me. But look, I wasn't looking for a gift. It's not that I want stuff. I learned to be content. But rather, Paul is saying, I'm glad that I got that, because I'm glad that that gives you fruit for your account. This word here, abound, is simply a word that means to be credited. Something that's added to or counted towards. So Paul is saying, look, I'm wanting you to have something counted towards your account when you give me something. And so giving is meeting a need. They were meeting Paul's financial needs, his emotional needs because he was lonely and discouraged. They were meeting needs left and right for Paul, and Paul says, thank you for going out of the way to do that. I want to see more fruit added to your account. And then this also is giving is obedient. We know that we are to sacrificially give because we can never outgive God. And because we can never outgive God, the more we give, the more fruit we have abounding to our account. Giving is like the fertilizer that we would put around a tree or a bush or a plant that we want to see produce very well. We don't give, obviously, so that we can get back, but we do give because we love, and we know when I give, I am laying up rewards. I am laying up treasures in heaven. And it's amazing what God counts as a gift. Christ tells us that even if we give a cup of water in His name, that this is a great act for the kingdom. And so again, my challenge is the same as it has been for these few days. Look around in our church. What need is there that can be met? Financially or physically, if there is somebody without a thing or a place or whatever. What are some things that can be met? And what is it that the church might need? Or what is it that pastor might need? Or what is it that a fellow brother or sister might need? And look around and be willing to give. Not so that we can get, and not so that we're hoping somebody gives us something back. But we should be very interested in the fruit that we are producing. If I have a plant, or if I have a banana tree that's only producing nasty bananas, I don't want that banana tree anymore. I want a good one. And that's the same for us. If we are producing fruit that really isn't that impressive, then God wants us to improve that. And how do we do that? Well, one of those ways is by lovingly giving to those around us. And so, my friends, let's be productive banana trees. Let's be trees that just give and give and give. And even if they get knocked down in a storm, even if they're cut down by difficult things, they sprout back up the next day and they begin the process all over again. And so, my friends, let's be a giving banana church and be blessings to one another. Grace and peace, my friends.